Assalamualaikum. Hi everyone, my name is Fitria and in this video I'm going to tell you about 5 French desserts that might attract you if you are a tourist visiting France. But before we begin, greetings to the most awesome instructor ever, Miss Dega Pitaloka. Hi Miss! This video is a project assignment for my English course class, so let's begin!
Macaron. As you can see, I've sketched everything beforehand because I want to keep the video short, but everything is made by me using Google Images for references. Macaron is a light meringue-based cookie that tastes as sweet as it looks. The ingredient is not as different as any other cookie, but instead of using regular flour made of wheat, this cookie is usually made with almond flour. This dessert is usually filled with ganache or any other sweet flavored cream. You can make it fancy or make it as simple as possible. People love it because its cookies are a crunchiness, but it gets softer and chewy as they continue to chew. Even though it's available not only in France, but the sweets is definitely worth your cash if you visited France. Le Milleville. The next dessert have a relatively hard name to pronounce, so you might just want to point out as a cake when you buy it. Milleville is a cake made by sandwiching puff pastry and cream, then topped with glossy royal icing, although there are many more modern-nated versions of this cake. Nobody really knows where this cake comes from, but in a very old, almost ancient cookbook made by a French chef in 18th century, this cake was originally stuffed with jam instead of cream. Either way, this cake is a good dessert to be served with tea or coffee when you just want to chill in your hotel balcony. Tarte tatin. This French tart is actually to be expected in this list. There are several versions of the legend of Tarte tatin, but the most well-known one is that this tart was accidentally invented by mistake. In 19th century, Stephanie Tatin, the owner of Hotel Tatin, caramelized the apple too long when she intended to make a traditional apple pie. Thus, she hurriedly baked the caramelized apple with a pastry sheet on top of it. This resulted a pretty downside apple tart and later was called as tarte tatin, a signature dish of Hotel Tatin. Apart from the legend, this dessert is now well known around the world and everyone have been making their own version of this tart, such as using another fruit to substitute apple. It's not a bad idea to taste the authenticity of this dessert while visiting France, is it? Porc belin. The first thing that comes to my mind when I learned about this classic French dessert is how in the world can a fruit be so fancy? To put it in a simplistic way, the dessert consists of poached pear and chocolate sauce, often sided with a nice scoop of vanilla ice cream. Unsurprisingly, the inventor, Auguste Escobar, made this dessert in the 19th century and named it after the opera La Belle Hélène, meaning the beautiful Helen by Offenbach. Thus completed this simple but fancy fruit dessert. The pear is originally poached with a caramel syrup, but there is also a version where you poach it with red wine, becoming an upgraded fancy poached pear. Crème à brûler. This is another simple dessert that you can make casual at home, but still worth the order at a fancy French restaurant. Crème à brûler means burnt cream in English, even though the one being burnt is the sugar, not the cream. Apart from it, this fantastic, classic, thick, with 18 C's French dessert is custard-based and served inside ramekins. That being said, the main ingredient includes egg yolk, heavy cream, sugar, and vanilla. More or less, it has the same ingredient as flan. What differs them is that in flan, you pour the caramel first into the mold, whilst in crème brûlée, the caramel was made on top of the chilled custard by torching a thin layer of sugar, resulting in a pretty and glossy brown caramel. The best part is actually when you crack that thin layer of hardened caramel.
So that's it. Lastly, I apologize if this video is not fulfilling your expectation, because this dessert is actually the one that I want to taste. It's not based on any research or whatsoever, and I am terribly sorry to all of the French people if there is things that I pronounce wrong, because I'm not French and I only learned how to say it from YouTube videos. And that's all for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Wassalamualaikum. Goodbye.